Did you know that some dog breeds are so rare and unusual that even experienced veterinarians sometimes have trouble recognizing them? A recent study published in the Journal of Veterinary Science revealed that out of more than 340 officially recognized breeds, less than 5% are considered truly unique in their physical appearance and behavior. That means there are dogs out there that will make you question if they're even real. And here's the problem. Most dog lovers only know the popular breeds: Labradors, Golden Retrievers, Bulldogs, but they have no idea about the hidden gems of the canine world. These breeds not only look bizarre, but many also have fascinating histories and traits that set them apart from anything you've ever seen. In this video, you and I are going to uncover the top 8 strangest dog breeds you won't believe exist. From dogs that look like mythical creatures to ones with behaviors you'd never expect, get ready to be surprised and maybe even fall in love with a breed you've never heard of before. Vardy 1. Bergamasco Shepherd. At first glance, the Bergamasco Shepherd looks more like a walking mop than a dog. Its most striking feature is the long, dense coat that naturally forms mats or flocks as the dog matures. These mats aren't random. They serve a very practical purpose. Historically bred in the Italian Alps to herd sheep, the Bergamasco needed protection from the harsh mountain climate. The coat acts as natural armor, insulating the dog against freezing temperatures while also shielding it from the sun during the warmer months. What makes this breed truly strange is how its fur forms flat layers of felt-like mats, almost like dreadlocks, giving it a unique and unforgettable appearance. But there's more to this breed than its eccentric coat. Behaviorally, the Bergamasco is calm, highly intelligent, and incredibly independent. Unlike many herding dogs that constantly look for instructions, this breed was developed to think on its own while managing flocks. That independence can sometimes surprise new owners who expect a dog to obey every command immediately. Instead, the Bergamasco evaluates situations before responding, a sign of deep intelligence rather than stubbornness. So what should you do if you ever own one? The good news is that despite appearances, their coat is surprisingly low maintenance. Owners should avoid brushing it like a normal dog's fur because the mats are supposed to form naturally. Occasional bathing and gentle separation of the flocks are enough. As for training, patience and respect go a long way. They respond best when treated as partners rather than subordinates. On an emotional level, this dog forms strong bonds with its family. Its steady temperament and watchful nature make it not only a fascinating pet, but also a loyal guardian. Living with a Bergamasco often feels like having an old soul in the house, wise, calm, and deeply devoted. When you see those big eyes peeking out from behind a curtain of mats, you can't help but feel the trust and connection that only a truly special breed can bring. 2. Bedlington Terrier. If you've ever wondered what it would be like to own a dog that looks like a tiny lamb, the Bedlington Terrier will blow your mind. With its arched back, pear-shaped head, and fluffy, curly coat, this breed is often mistaken for a sheep at first glance. But don't let the gentle appearance fool you. Beneath that soft exterior lies a dog with the fiery spirit of a true terrier. Originally bred in England for hunting vermin and racing, the Bedlington is a bundle of energy wrapped in an elegant, almost whimsical package. What makes this breed especially strange is the combination of its lamb-like looks and lightning-fast speed. Bedlingtons are incredibly athletic, capable of sprinting like a whippet thanks to their slim, muscular build. This unusual mix of traits, part sheep, part racehorse, makes them stand out among all terriers. From a behavioral standpoint, they're affectionate with family, but can be surprisingly fierce when provoked, a reminder of their working dog origins. For owners, one important tip is coat care. Their fur doesn't shed much, but it grows continuously and needs regular grooming to maintain the classic lamb-like silhouette. Clipping every couple of months is essential to avoid matting and to keep them comfortable. In terms of training, early socialization is key, since their terrier instincts can make them territorial or feisty with other dogs if not properly guided. On an emotional level, Bedlington Terriers are devoted companions. They love being close to their humans and often form especially strong attachments to one person in the household. Imagine sitting on the couch and having a dog that looks like a lamb curl up next to you. It's almost surreal, like living with a storybook character. That unique mix of elegance, athleticism, and loyalty makes the Bedlington not just one of the strangest, but also one of the most endearing breeds you'll ever encounter. 3. Xoloitzcuintli, Mexican hairless dog. The Xoloitzcuintli, often called Xolo for short, is one of the world's oldest and strangest dog breeds. With origins tracing back over 3,000 years to the Aztec and Maya civilizations, this hairless wonder was considered sacred, believed to have mystical powers, and even the ability to guide souls to the afterlife. Today, it still carries that aura of mystery, mainly because of its unusual appearance. Most Xolos are completely hairless, with smooth, tough skin that often shows wrinkles on the forehead. They come in 3 sizes: toy, miniature, and standard, and each has the same lean, elegant frame paired with a noble, almost statuesque posture. What makes the Xolo especially strange is its lack of fur combined with its warm, almost therapeutic skin. Owners often describe their dogs as living hot water bottles, since their bodies radiate heat. Historically, this trait was even used in ancient Mexico to relieve joint pain and other ailments. Their skin does require special care. Protection from the sun with dog-safe sunscreen and moisturizing to avoid dryness are part of the routine. This makes owning a Xolo feel very different from the average dog. Behaviorally, Xolos are calm, alert, and extremely loyal. Unlike the high-energy vibe of many breeds, they often prefer quiet companionship and are known for being very protective of their families. They bond deeply with their humans and can be reserved or even aloof with strangers, which makes them excellent watchdogs. Training them requires patience, as they can be sensitive, but positive reinforcement quickly earns their trust. On the emotional side, living with a Xolo feels like sharing your home with a piece of history. They connect with their owners in a soulful way, almost as if carrying the wisdom of their ancestors. When one curls up beside you, radiating warmth and looking at you with those deep, thoughtful eyes, it's hard not to feel that this is more than just a pet. It's a companion that bridges the gap between the ancient and the modern world. 4. Chinese crested dog. Few breeds spark as much curiosity as the Chinese crested dog. This breed comes in 2 varieties: the hairless, with silky tufts of fur on the head, tail, and ankles, and the powder puff, which has a full coat of soft hair. The hairless variety is the one that usually steals the spotlight. Its almost naked body combined with those eccentric patches of fur make it look like it walked straight out of a fantasy novel. Because of its appearance, people often mistake the hairless crested for a completely different species, and it's frequently featured in strangest dog contests around the world. What's fascinating is that this breed wasn't created for looks alone. Historically, Chinese crested dogs traveled on ships with sailors, where their small size and hairless bodies made them excellent rat hunters in warm climates. Their lack of fur is both their charm and their challenge. Owners must protect them from sunburn with gentle sunscreen, and in colder weather, many crested dogs wear sweaters or jackets to stay warm. In other words, caring for one involves a wardrobe and skincare routine that few other dogs require. From a behavioral standpoint, they're affectionate lapdogs that thrive on companionship. They're playful, intelligent, and surprisingly athletic, enjoying games and training sessions as much as cuddle time. But their sensitivity also means they don't handle long periods of loneliness well. They're happiest when they can be close to their humans, often following them from room to room like a shadow. Emotionally, the bond with a Chinese crested is intense. Their quirky look may turn heads and spark laughter, but for their owners, it's a constant reminder of just how unique their dog truly is. When a crested snuggles into your lap, hairless skin warm against your arm and those little tufts blowing in the breeze, you realize that their strangeness isn't just about appearance, it's about the extraordinary way they connect, making every moment feel special and unforgettable. Before we jump into the next breed, let me ask you a quick favor. If you're enjoying discovering these strange and incredible dogs, make sure to hit that subscribe button and give this video a like. It really helps us bring more content like this to you. And tell me in the comments, out of the breeds we've seen so far, which one do you think looks the strangest? I'd love to hear your thoughts. 5. Puli. At first glance, the Puli looks less like a dog and more like a shaggy mop gliding across the floor. This Hungarian herding breed is instantly recognizable thanks to its long corded coat that naturally forms thick rope-like dreadlocks. These cords develop as the dog matures and can grow so long that they nearly reach the ground, giving the Puli its unforgettable silhouette. But there's a reason behind the unusual look. The coat served as protection against the harsh weather of the Hungarian plains, insulating the dog from cold, heat, and even bites from predators. What seems like a quirky fashion statement is actually a centuries-old survival mechanism. Behaviorally, the Puli is energetic, lively, and incredibly agile, a surprise to anyone who assumes those heavy cords would slow it down. In fact, Pulik are known for their lightning-fast movements and almost bouncy gait. Historically, they were used to herd flocks with lightning precision, darting left and right to control sheep. Their playful and high-spirited nature often carries into family life today, where they bring joy and activity into the home. For owners, coat care is the biggest challenge. While the cords don't shed much, they require careful maintenance to prevent matting and odor. Owners must gently separate cords by hand and ensure the coat dries thoroughly after baths, since the dense fur can trap moisture. Grooming a Puli is a commitment, but for many, it becomes a bonding ritual that strengthens the human-dog relationship. On an emotional level, the Puli is affectionate and devoted, forming strong connections with its family. Its clownish energy and bright personality make it a source of constant entertainment, while its protective instincts ensure it also serves as a loyal guardian. Sharing your life with a Puli means embracing both the work and the wonder. A dog that's as strange as it is loving, with a look that turns heads wherever it goes and a heart that never stops giving. 6. Peruvian Inca Orchid. Peruvian hairless dog. The Peruvian Inca orchid is one of the most elegant and mysterious-looking breeds you'll ever see. With its smooth, nearly hairless body, long legs, and graceful build, this dog looks like it belongs in an ancient temple rather than a modern living room. Its name comes from its deep roots in Peruvian culture, where it was cherished by pre-Incan civilizations not only as a companion, but also as a sacred symbol. Some ancient pottery even depicts these dogs, showing how revered they were thousands of years ago. Today, they remain rare outside of Peru, which only adds to their strange allure. What makes them especially unusual is the variety in appearance. Some are completely hairless except for small tufts on the head or tail, while others can have a light coat. Their exposed skin comes in different shades, often spotted or mottled, which makes each dog look truly one of a kind. But just like other hairless breeds, their skin needs extra care. Sunscreen in the summer, moisturizing in dry weather, and sweaters in the winter. It's almost like taking care of a delicate piece of living art. Behaviorally, the Peruvian Inca orchid is loyal, alert, and affectionate with its family. They tend to be reserved with strangers, often showing shyness or aloofness at first, which reflects their sensitive nature. Owners often describe them as Velcro dogs, because they love staying close and prefer not to be left alone for long periods. Their intelligence and agility make them good at training and canine sports, but their sensitive personality means they respond best to gentle, positive reinforcement. On the emotional side, bonding with a Peruvian Inca orchid feels almost spiritual. They're quiet, soulful companions that thrive on deep connection rather than constant activity. When one curls up beside you, warm skin against your hand and those expressive eyes gazing at you with complete trust, it feels less like you're living with a dog and more like you're sharing your space with an ancient guardian spirit, a pet that carries both history and heart in every step. Number 7. Neapolitan Mastiff. The Neapolitan Mastiff is a breed that looks like it walked straight out of a mythological story. Massive, powerful, and covered in layers of sagging skin, this dog is instantly recognizable by its deep wrinkles and drooping jowls. Originally bred in Italy as a guard dog, its intimidating appearance was designed to scare off intruders before they even dared to get close. When you see one, it's hard not to be struck by its size. Males can weigh over 150 pounds, and the way its folds of skin create a face that's both fearsome and strangely endearing. What makes this breed so unusual isn't just the excess skin, but the purpose behind it. The wrinkles acted as natural protection in combat. If another animal or intruder grabbed onto them, the Neapolitan could still maneuver and fight back without suffering fatal injuries. This design, combined with its sheer size and strength, made it a formidable guardian throughout history. Today, those same wrinkles give it a bizarre yet lovable look, almost like a dog that's permanently wearing an oversized costume. Despite its intimidating appearance, the Neapolitan Mastiff is known for being gentle and affectionate with its family. They're loyal to the core, forming deep bonds and often acting as protective shadows around their humans. However, their sheer size and strength mean they're not a breed for everyone. Proper training and socialization are crucial to manage their guarding instincts and powerful presence. On the practical side, owners need to pay attention to their health and hygiene. All those wrinkles require regular cleaning to prevent infections, and their drooling is legendary. Most Mastino owners keep towels handy at all times, but ask any fan of the breed, and they'll tell you it's worth it. Emotionally, living with a Neapolitan Mastiff feels like having a gentle giant by your side. They may look strange, even intimidating to outsiders, but to their families, they're affectionate protectors, full of love and loyalty. When one leans against you with its massive head and soulful eyes peering through a curtain of wrinkles, you realize that beneath the strangeness lies a heart as big as its body. 8. Catalbaran, Turkish split-nosed dog. The Catalbaran is one of the rarest and strangest dog breeds in the world, instantly recognized by its most unusual feature, a split or double nose. This isn't a deformity, but a natural trait of the breed, giving it the appearance of having two nostrils separated by a distinct cleft. Found almost exclusively in Turkey, the Catalbaran is a skilled hunting dog, prized for its extraordinary sense of smell. In fact, many experts believe that the unique nose structure enhances its scenting ability, making it especially adept at tracking game in rugged terrains. Visually, the split nose makes the Catalbaran unforgettable. To those unfamiliar with the breed, it can look almost alien, as though nature decided to rewrite the rulebook on canine anatomy. But beyond its unusual appearance, this dog carries a quiet dignity. Its body is lean, muscular, and built for endurance, while its temperament is calm, focused, and highly loyal to its handlers. For owners, caring for a Catalbaran isn't very different from other medium-sized hunting dogs. Regular exercise is crucial. They need both physical activity and mental stimulation to stay balanced. Their loyalty makes them relatively easy to train, especially when positive reinforcement is used. And while their split nose may look delicate, it doesn't require any special maintenance beyond the normal care every dog deserves. Emotionally, the Catalbaran creates a deep connection with its family. Because of its rarity, having one feels almost like sharing your life with a living treasure, a piece of canine history that few will ever encounter in person. When you see that unique nose pointed toward the ground, working tirelessly to follow a scent, it's a reminder of how wonderfully diverse and surprising the dog world can be. And when those same unusual features turn toward you in a look of trust and devotion, the strangeness transforms into pure charm. Proof that the rarest dogs often make the most unforgettable companions. So, there you have it. 8 of the strangest dog breeds in the world, each with its own history, quirks, and unforgettable looks. From the dreadlocked Puli to the split-nosed Catalbaran, these dogs prove that our canine companions come in shapes and styles we could barely imagine. And here's the takeaway. What makes these breeds strange isn't just their appearance, but the incredible ways they've adapted to their environments and connected with humans over centuries. Each one tells a story of survival, loyalty, and the unbreakable bond between dogs and people. Now, if you enjoyed discovering these unusual breeds, you're going to love diving deeper into how dogs communicate their feelings. In fact, many of the signals your dog gives you every day are easy to miss, and some of them might surprise you just as much as today's list. So click on the video that's on your screen right now, and let's explore the secret ways your dog shows love and trust.